It's time to start the fireworks. The arrival of a large major announcement is something that we are witnessing. In my most recent update, which was posted at midnight yesterday, we discussed the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and of course, the Ripple lawsuit. This is a very interesting coincidence because we discussed both of these topics only yesterday. For the time being, however, let's talk about what's going on since we have some very important news to disclose. As a whole, the market experienced a movement in the direction of an upward trend. For the first time, Bitcoin was able to break beyond the 115,000 mark. Since the month of August, we have crossed the $115,000 threshold for the first time. As a result, there is a significant advantage that we are able to sort of take away right now. The price of XRP, which is presently resting at $3.25, has increased by almost 8%. We are beginning to observe things heating up quite quickly, and Bitcoin has increased by 6.8% in comparison. However, take a look at the valuation, which is 192.8 BN. This is how quickly things have changed, and the 24-hour trading volume is approximately 6.2 billion. The valuation is getting close to 200 billion, and that is how quickly things have changed overall. However, before we go any further, I would like to make a quick warning that anything that is said on this channel is not intended to be taken as financial advice. If you are considering investing in cryptocurrency, you should always conduct your own research and due diligence. The most significant piece of information that we have been anticipating has now arrived. Consider the XRP community, the SEC, and Ripple in this regard. It has been submitted by both parties that they will jointly reject the appeals. The court case has been officially concluded, and now, the judge is going to come out and put an end to this matter, once and for all. Both XRP and Ripple are currently experiencing a critical juncture greater than the majority of people predict it to be. Huge news for the XRP community, and the reason for this is, of course, to be expected. We are witnessing the price of XRP breaking out, and given the current state of affairs, it is possible that we will be retesting some very significant levels within the next few hours. Of course, we will discuss this topic a little bit later on in this post. If you take a look at what Smoke has to say, you will notice that after this lawsuit is resolved, it will provide the green light for central banks and other financial institutions to begin utilizing XRP through the XRPL ledger. In addition, keep in mind that Ripple has a large number of non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, which number approximately 1,700 in total, but of course, we are not truly aware of all of them. And perhaps this kind of opens the floodgates for other exchange-traded funds, ETFs, more institutional interest, and possibly corporations that were marginalized and wanted to come and get XRP on their balance sheets. Because, of course, we are hearing some significant news coming out of this particular litigation. It is possible that they are going to start looking at it from a different perspective for the first time. So I believe that we are about to witness a significant shift that is going to take place. And then there is going to be a Ripple swell event that is going to take place. And workers of BlackRock are going to be talking about that Ripple swell event. Will Fidelity and BlackRock be able to produce a spot exchange-traded fund ETF in the near future? As a matter of fact, that in and of itself would constitute a bullish statement, but this is significantly more significant than the majority of people realize. At this moment, the price is indicating that, and I believe that it is possible that the next few hours will be very significant, particularly if the price of XRP is able to break out of the crucial levels. Consider what a safe asserts you are aware of. Enormous in size. In accordance with CFTC event contracts, XRP has been formally listed as a commodity. A significant victory for transparency and institutions, the XRP commodity is not a security. My apologies, but XRP has recently joined the exclusive club of Wall Street, and Wall Street is now keeping a close eye on these developments. For a considerable amount of time, Wall Street has been keeping a close eye on the situation. On the other hand, I believe that this is a significant occasion. However, have a peek at this XRP release pad. In the past 24 hours, the volume of trading has been steadily growing. And once more, you should know that this is pretty much a natural occurrence, since what is taking place and what is even more intriguing at the moment is the fact that Bitcoin is moving in the direction of an upward trend. This is a downward pull of dominance. At this moment, ETH everyone involved comes out ahead. And based on what we are witnessing right now, particularly this announcement, which came much sooner than I honestly thought, I believe that things could start looking extremely bright in the near future. However, when viewed from the perspective of the chronology, it is incredible. There is a clear indication that dominance is decreasing by 61.17%. Incredible to behold. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we can fall to 60.7%. Wow, that would be incredible. If you are looking at Bitcoin, you will notice that it has increased. And allow me to demonstrate Bitcoin from the point of view of an hourly perspective. Therefore, as you can see, we were having a little bit of a difficult time breaking out of that 115,000, a critical barrier that we broke out of here, as well as the exact same thing that I spoke with you guys on the 117,000 being the next level. At this very moment, we are exactly in that position. In addition, this is extremely optimistic since if we are successful in closing the daily candle around here, I anticipate that the price will reach 118,000 and begin to move closer to our all-time highs. As far as XRP is concerned, you could see that it is pushing and starting to retesting our yearly levels, which, of course, you are aware, kind of dates back to the levels of resistance that were there in 2018. This is because that is what everyone is here for. Also, you are aware that we are aware of the significance of this range, but I would like for you to take a look at this from an hourly viewpoint because the next few hours are going to be very important, are of the utmost significance because in the event that the price of XRP is able to break out of this crucial area, I am anticipating some crazy price activity in a relatively short period of time. Now, let's just kind of go back to the 2nd of August. The value of XRP is currently retesting at the level it reached on July 28th. And if you had the option to dollar cost average at $2.7573, you would have gained 20.47%. In the event that this is able to break out, this represents a significant resistance level, specifically around $3.30. Indeed, the exact amount is $3.30. In the event that we are successful in breaking out of this situation, I believe that we will be able to begin progressing towards our annual highs that we have set for ourselves, which were actually somewhere around 366. Although this is not the unofficial all-time high, which is somewhere around 384, it is an official all-time high, and it has the potential to really get things rolling for itself. This moment is of the utmost significance presently. The next few hours are really important. Due to the fact that it is, of course, a resistance, I do anticipate a tiny bit of a refusal around the 340. We are, I believe, ready to start rolling towards, the unofficial all-time high, which we received, which will get basically the entire globe talking about XRP. If this is able to rake out, we are ready to start rolling towards it. Share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. I'd really appreciate it. Sincere gratitude for all of your assistance. We'll meet you later in CryptoZX, and until then, we'll be at peace.